Yes guys, welcome back to your number one FPL channel here in the 254. In this video, we are going to discuss Game Week 2. But before that, it's a recap for Game Week 1. I had an automatic substitution of Steele and Stones. Kepa and Stones did not feature in their respective fixtures. Kepa went out on loan to Real Madrid. That was after Thibaut Courtois got injured. Same to John Stones, who did not feature into the fixture. I performed pretty well, above average, 73. As at now, I'm not worried with my overall rank. We are going to work on it. This game week, we expect a green arrow. Since my squad consists of regular starters in their respective teams, I'm not going to change a lot ahead of game week 2. Here are some of the transfer thoughts that I have for my team. I'm going to shift John Stones to the bench and bring in Chilwell to the starting 11. John Stones did not feature in the previous game. This week too, I expect him to start, though he has a very difficult fixture. That is the reason why I'm benching him. Chilwell started very well in game week 1, scoring 7 points. He has a very good run of fixtures coming ahead, and he is a pretty nailed Chelsea defender right now. My backup goalkeeper still will be coming in for Kepa, who went out on loan. I expect him to have a clean sheet this game week since they are playing an easy fixture facing Wolves at home. Since I will be rolling my transfer for this game week, I will discuss in the next video the possible transfers of a goalkeeper we are going to get to replace Kepa. Next in my transfer thoughts, I have the following players in my wish list. Consider getting these players if you want to make transfers. Luis Diaz from Liverpool. He scored the opening goal against Chelsea in their first league game. He is owned by 9% of the managers, pretty much not expensive. At 7.6 mil, you can afford him. In game week 1, he bagged a total of 8 points and having a bonus of 1 point. He is a good pick with an expected goal of 0.83. My only worry with him is that his minutes are affected. In game week 1, he only played for 76 minutes, but he's a good option to pick. Next in my wish list is a 6.5 midfielder Bryan Mbeumo from Brentford. In game week 1, he got 7 points, scoring a penalty against Tottenham. He is a good pick with an XG of 1.35. He is also on penalties. That makes him the best pick for your squad. Since Ivan Toney is not in their squad, they are playing with two forwards in which Mbeumo is linking up with Wissa. With a good run of fixtures for Brentford, your own Wissa should also be among your wish list players. With a price of 6.0 mil, he is a pretty nailed forward. Last on my wish list is Harvey Barnes from Newcastle United. Last season, he was a pretty nice asset for FPL managers while he was at Leicester. This season, he's also playing good football under Eddie Howe. At 6.5 mil, you can have Harvey Barnes in your squad. He scored 11 points, playing for 11 minutes only. He garnered a total of 2 bonus points, being selected by 4.6% of the managers. He is in my watch list, but at now, I can't get him, since they have hard fixtures right now to cover. They are playing Manchester City in game week 2, Liverpool in game week 3, and Brighton in game week 4. But I'll think of integrating him into my team from game week 5, in which they have a very good run of fixtures from game week 5. They are playing Sheffield, Burnley, West Ham, Crystal Palace, then Wolves. To me, those are easy fixtures for him. But it will also depend if he is going to get more minutes into the game. Now, on to my final decision for game week 2. In goal, I'll be starting with Steele from Brighton, who is facing Wolves at home. I expect him to keep a clean sheet out of that game, even though Wolves had a nice game in game week 1. Luck was not on their side as Manchester United went on winning that game. On to my defense, I'll start Saliba, Estupinian, Shaw, and Chilwell. I expect Arsenal to have a nice game playing Crystal Palace. My prayers are for Arsenal to have a clean sheet in that game. The ownership of William Saliba is rising, and right now he is at 22.2% owned by the managers playing FPL. I expect his price to also rise too. Pavis Estupinian is also an interesting pick to watch. At 5.1, you can have him in your defense. At 55.3%, he is among the largest owned defenders in FPL. In game week 1, he bagged in 7 points, accumulating a total of 3 bonus points from the game they played against Luton. He was pretty upfront and attacking with an expected assist of 0.86. It was a tough game week 1 for Luke Shaw, but he managed to gather 5 points. At 5.5 mil, you can have him also in your team. Last in my defense is the defender whose price was the first to rise among defenders. At 5.6 mil, you can get Ben Chilwell from Chelsea. He scored 7 points, accumulating a total bonus of 2 points. He had a pretty nice game, of which also he was pretty much up front and had more opportunities to give an assist. He is also on set pieces, making him a good pick among defenders. This week against West Ham, I expect him to also perform. On to my midfield, and nothing is changing yet. Salah, Diaby, Mitoma and Bruno Fernandes will start. On paper, Salah has the easiest fixture. In my team, I'll be giving him the armband. In game week 1, Musa Diaby had a pretty nice game. Even though the fixture was too hard for them, he was the one on the score sheet for Villa against Newcastle. In game week 2 against Everton, I expect him to start and also score a goal. Next in line is Mitoma playing against Wolves. At now, he is a nailed starter at De Zerbi's team. Last in my starting midfield is Bruno Fernandes from Manchester United. At 8.5 mil is a bargain for him. He is only selected by 26.3% of the managers. In game week 1, he scored 3 points. This season, being selected the captain of the team, he is pretty much nailed and he plays up front in that midfield. He has an expected assist of 0.73. Against Tottenham, I expect him to have an assist or a goal. Nicholas Jackson and Erling Haaland completes my starting 11. Nicholas Jackson had a pretty nice game against Liverpool. He was so pressing and making defenders uncomfortable, though he did not put his name on the score sheet. He has an expected goal of 0.53. Against West Ham, we might see him on the score sheet. Best of luck to him. Lastly, on to the highest owned FPL player, that is Erling Haaland. At 14 mil, you can have him into your team. He is owned by 90.8% of the managers in FPL. In game week 1, he garnered 13 points, accumulating a bonus of 3 points. It will be a very interesting fixture to watch as they're playing Newcastle. Right now, I'm among managers with the weakest bench, following some changes that are happening. But we will discuss more on the next video on how to enhance my bench with the transfers that I will be making. Be part of this journey and help in growing the channel. We are targeting to reach 1K subscribers by the end of this month. If you enjoyed the video, do please leave a like, comment and subscribe to the channel. Keep the notification bell on for you to be notified when I upload another video. Thank you again for watching. See you in the next video.